Back for another cut up with Kekaula. Still looking at the Oregon game. There was a sequence in the second half of that game where two roommates changed the game. We begin on defense with Zion Washington.
Pass left side, ball caught, coughed up. Broncos may have the game's first turnover. No, Triani says I have the football.
This was at a point in the game where it almost felt like it was slipping away from Boise State. Oregon, early fourth quarter, already has picked up a couple of first downs. They're driving in. The Broncos got to make a play in order to get back in the game. Zion Washington does.
The most important part of being in this situation in the game is you can only make the play while doing your job, right? Everybody has to do their job. We come here with a variation of a lot of those pressures that we ran in the same game. We have our linebacker blitzing off the edge here. He gets into the face of the quarterback, but behind that, you see each of the defensive backs here. It's really man on man across the board, and hey, let's go roll the dice, let's take a risk here and trust everybody will do their job. We got our corner locked on his man. We got our safety, Zion, who ends up making this play, tracking, locked on his guy. We have the linebacker here, tracking, locked on the running back. Same thing to the field. You have your DBs manned up on the two guys that are here to the field. So every single person on this field is doing their job. And then once you see it, trust your athleticism, trust your preparation, go and make a play. Zion pulls the trigger to the tight end in the flat, which could be a routine play, but at the same time, if you haven't prepared for this, if you haven't seen yourself make this tackle over and over again and pull your trigger, probably doesn't happen.
Look at all that space too. I mean, if he doesn't make this play too, that could be trouble.
Yeah, he pulls his trigger, and then we still have guys all across the field, you know, pursuing the ball, even though it leaves his hand. Maybe not my guy. Let me keep getting over there. Marco, fumble recovery on the sideline, and that's all it takes. Everybody doing their job, and a play will get made.
Genty, the lone back, up the middle, 35-40, into the clear, 50, 40, count it down, 30, 20, 10, Ashton Genty, 70 yards on the score.
This is where it gets fun because Zion forces the fumble, and then his roommate, some guy named Ashton Genty, does something only Ashton Genty can do.
Yep, we look at this play here, and I think this one is actually won a little bit before the snap because we've ran a condensed formation a couple times in this game. We come right back here to it, and what that does to the defense is when everybody gets close and bunched up, you've got to be keyed in on what the communication is, and you can see Oregon safeties, linebackers, and everybody trying to communicate before the snap here. But where's my guy at? Are my eyes in the right position? Have we communicated what exactly we're doing? So we make them start thinking about some things pre-snap, and then we go ahead and motion to the boundary, and you can see that the safeties, corners, linebackers, they're all trying to adjust and figure out where the motion's going. Ball snapped, and then we even have a little bit of movement after that. It's really just a simple zone rim play here, but because of the condensed set to start, because of the motion pre-snap, because of the motions after the snap, there's a lot of things that the guys on defense are trying to look at, take account for, and communicate. And all you got to do, and we have number 2 in the backfield, is make those guys hesitate, take one false step. You can see the linebackers and safeties. One false step, great blocking by our O-line. I mean, there's holes everywhere for Ashton here to run. We have our tight end coming across the formation, hitting the first guy that he sees show up, and it gives Ashton the ability to grab the ball, put his foot in the ground, take one step, and outrun the rest of the defense. So Ashton Genty doing what he does, outrunning the competition, but really set up by the entire team and the play call from the start, giving him an opportunity to do it.
Ashton Genty has 3 70-yard touchdowns this season, most in college football. The next closest, Alabama.
Great.
As in their entire team.
Great.
Pretty good.
Keep giving the ball to that guy.